I've done extensive research on faceless YouTube channels and found 8 niches that can genuinely help you succeed and make money in 2025. But before diving into those niches, let me show you something fascinating. Here's a faceless channel with over 634,000 subscribers. It averages about 5 million views a year, which is pretty impressive. However, their revenue for the past year was just under $10,000. Now let's compare that to another faceless channel that started in April 2023. This one only has 97 videos, but managed to rack up a little over 6 million views in the last year. That's about 1.2 times more views than the first channel. But here's the kicker. They made over $45,000 from AdSense in the same period. That's 4 times the revenue in a fraction of the time it took the first channel to reach its numbers. So how is this possible? How can one channel with only slightly more views make 4 times as much money? The secret lies in the niche they chose. The first channel is in the psychology niche, where the RPM, the amount YouTube pays per 1,000 views, ranges between $2.50 to $5. The first channel earned around $2 for every 1,000 views. Now compare that to the second channel, which is in the AI niche, where RPMs, the amount paid per 1,000 views, are much higher, ranging between $4 to $10. For this specific AI-focused channel, it seems closer to $7.50 per 1,000 views. This difference highlights something crucial. If you want to make money with your faceless channel, choosing the right niche is everything. You could put the same effort into 2 videos and get 100,000 views on each, but the results could be dramatically different. A low-paying niche might earn you around $200, while a high-paying niche could bring in over $1,000. That's why your niche plays a massive role in how much money you can make on YouTube. To help you out, I've put together a list of niches that are not only profitable, but also achievable for faceless channels. Some of these niches are so new that the exact RPMs aren't widely known yet, but don't worry. I'll share examples of real channels that are doing incredibly well in these spaces. Plus, I'll show you how you can replicate their success. To make things even simpler, I'll rate each niche on a scale of 1 to 10, based on their earning potential and how easy it is to create videos for them. Let's get into it. Let's start with a niche that has lower earning potential, but is still super creative and promising: anime self-help videos. This is a fresh twist on the classic self-improvement niche, combining personal growth topics with eye-catching anime visuals. It's a unique approach that's already starting to gain traction and could explode in popularity by 2025. For example, there's a channel called Incognito CEO, which has gained over 200,000 subscribers with just 15 videos. They're averaging 140,000 views per month and earning about $300 monthly, with an estimated RPM of around $2. Another great example is Fame Inspector, a channel that reached nearly 95,000 subscribers with only 12 videos. They're pulling in about 450,000 views a month and making close to $2,000 with an RPM of $4.50 per 1,000 views. What's great about this niche is that it lets you dive into popular self-help topics like building discipline, boosting confidence, or breaking bad habits. But with the added flair of anime-style visuals, this combination keeps viewers engaged and makes the content stand out. If you're already making self-help content but struggling to gain traction, this approach could be a game changer for your channel. Here's the best part. You don't need to be an anime expert to get started with this niche. Tools like AI-powered video creators make it so much easier. For instance, you can use platforms that let you produce motivational anime clips in just minutes. Some tools even allow you to experiment with multiple animation styles, including anime, making it far more manageable to create consistent and engaging content. Now, if we rate this niche, its earning potential would score around 4 out of 10. But when it comes to the ease of creating videos, it's a solid 9 out of 10, which brings its overall average to 6.5 out of 10. Moving on to another exciting niche, moral stories. Remember those moral science lessons from school? This is basically the YouTube version of that. The idea is to share simple but impactful stories that teach valuable lessons. While it might feel similar to self-help, this niche leans heavily into storytelling and focuses specifically on the moral takeaway, making it a unique sub-niche. What's great about this space is that it's still relatively untapped. If you jump in now, you could gain significant views and subscribers in a short amount of time. A perfect example of this is DreamSparks, a channel doing really well in this niche. They're pulling in over... DreamSparks is an excellent example of a channel thriving in this niche. They're pulling in over 200,000 views every month, and even though they started just a year ago, they're already making more than $1,000 a month. That puts their estimated RPM at about $5 per 1,000 views. Another channel, Wise Vibes, is also doing well, with around 30,000 monthly views and earnings of about $200. Their RPM is even higher, at $6 per 1,000 views. These are just estimates, but they give you a solid idea of the potential here. And as the views go up, RPMs often follow. The real beauty of this niche, though, is how easy it is to create these videos. For example, consider a story like this. A child visits his grandfather during the summer, spending their days playing together. One day, the child says, "When I grow up, I want to be a successful person." Stories like this are everywhere. You can find them online, in books, or even generate them with AI tools. Once you have a story, tools like video creation software make it simple to bring the narrative to life with visuals and audio. If I were to rate this niche, I'd give it a 5 out of 10 for earning potential and a 9 out of 10 for ease of video creation, making it a total score of 7 out of 10. It's definitely one of those niches where you can see significant growth if you approach it the right way. If you approach it the right way, this niche has the potential to bring incredible growth in 2025. Now let's talk about the next one, ancient philosophy. You've probably noticed that shorts channels covering topics like ancient philosophies gained a lot of traction in 2024. That trend is now expanding into long-form videos in 2025, creating an exciting opportunity. Take the channel Philosophies for Life, for example. They average about 500,000 views per month and earn roughly $2,000, giving them an RPM of $4 per thousand views. Another example is Stow Journal, a channel that focuses solely on Stoicism. They got over 700,000 views in just 1 month and made more than $4,000, putting their RPM at around $6 per thousand views. What's even more impressive is that they launched in January 2024, so they achieved this growth in less than a year. The beauty of this niche is that it's fairly easy to create content. You can pull information from books, articles, or even AI tools to craft your videos. Whether you're an enthusiast or just starting, the resources to create valuable and engaging content in this space are readily available. I'd rate the ancient philosophy niche a 6 out of 10 for earning potential and an 8 out of 10 for ease of video creation, giving it a solid overall score of 7 out of 10. Now, let's dive into the next one, business documentaries. Business as a niche overlaps with finance and making money, which gives it solid earning potential thanks to decent RPMs. Plus, the storytelling aspect of this niche makes it a magnet for audience engagement. For example, a channel like Magnates Media has nailed this space by creating in-depth documentaries about how big companies were founded and the controversies around them. They pull in over 2 million views a month and make an estimated $115,000 per month. That's with an RPM of over $750 per thousand views, and that's a conservative estimate. Another great example is Company Man, a channel that pulled in 1.5 million views last month, earning over $10,000. That gives them an RPM of around $650 per thousand views. What makes this niche so exciting is that the competition is relatively low, mainly because the barrier to entry is a bit higher. These two channels are among the few dominating this space right now. If you can consistently create compelling and well-researched content, there's massive potential here. To succeed in the business documentary niche, you'll need to create standout videos consistently, and there's definitely a lot of money to be made. That said, making these documentaries can be challenging. You'll need to invest significant time and energy into researching, scripting, and editing. If you're not truly passionate about the content, it can be tough to sustain, so it's something to approach thoughtfully. For this niche, I'd rate the earning potential as a stellar 9 out of 10. It's a real moneymaker. But the ease of video creation, that's more of a 3 or 4 out of 10 because of the workload involved. Overall, this brings the score to 6.5 out of 10. Now let's move on to one of my personal favorites, horror and scary story videos. This niche has high earning potential and is relatively easy to create, which makes it a killer combo. It's been a great niche for years and will continue to shine in 2025 for good reason. What makes this niche exciting is how straightforward it can be to produce content. All you need are some creepy images, an eerie voiceover, and a spine-chilling story, and you're good to go. For instance, take the channel Chilling Scares. They racked up a massive 18 million views last month alone and made over $100,000 in a single month. That's some serious earning potential. Another great example is Mr. Nightmare, a channel that averages over 500,000 views per upload and brings in similar levels of revenue. Now you might think, well, they've been around for years, so it's all about experience. But here's the thing. Look at a newer channel like Mr. K and Scares. This channel started in June 2023, just about a year and a half ago. Even so, they're already pulling in 200,000 views per month and earning close to $2,000 monthly. The RPM for this niche typically ranges between $5 and $12 per thousand views, which is excellent for sustained growth and income. If you're into horror stories and have a knack for finding or creating spine-tingling tales, this niche is a golden opportunity. You can grow a massive audience in a relatively short amount of time while having fun with creative storytelling. For ratings, I'd give horror and scary stories an 8 out of 10 for earning potential and a 7 out of 10 for ease of video creation. That makes the overall score a solid 7.5 out of 10, a great niche to dive into. Now, let's move on to the next one. Now, let's dive into the final 3, starting with basic financial education. The key here is basic. While finance channels are everywhere, this niche focuses on foundational financial knowledge rather than diving into complex topics like stocks or real estate. Instead, it covers skills like earning money, habits to build wealth, or even the sacrifices needed to achieve financial success. This niche also overlaps slightly with self-development because financial literacy and personal growth often go hand in hand. The good news? You don't need a finance degree to create content in this space. Reliable sources like books, articles, and even AI tools can provide all the information you need, which you can then present in a simple and engaging way. Since this niche falls under finance, the RPMs are impressive, ranging from $12 to $20 per 1,000 views. That means even with a modest number of views, you can earn significantly more compared to other niches. A great example is the channel Alux, which averages about 3.5 million views per month and earns around $25,000 monthly. They stick to basic financial topics, yet manage to bring in a hefty income. Another perk of basic financial education channels is their potential for sponsorships, adding an additional revenue stream. A great example is Chris Invests, a channel that earns about $2,000 monthly with just over 250,000 views. Chris uses simple whiteboard animations and clearly states that his content isn't financial advice, but basic financial knowledge, proving that anyone can get started in this niche with the right approach. This style of video, like the ones Chris creates, can now be produced more easily thanks to tools that offer whiteboard-style animations and other options. With AI-powered tools, making engaging financial content has become much more accessible. When it comes to ratings, I'd give this niche a 9 out of 10 for earning potential and a 7 out of 10 for ease of video creation, giving it an overall score of 8 out of 10. It's definitely one of the most rewarding niches out there. Now, moving on to the next niche, making money online with AI. This one combines two booming trends, AI tools and online income opportunities. The earning potential here is huge, scoring a 9 out of 10, but the ease of video creation is a bit more challenging, around 5 out of 10. That brings the total score to 7 out of 10. RPMs for this niche typically range from $7 to $10 per 1,000 views, making it a highly profitable option. Let's explore why it's such a winner. The RPM for the Make Money Online with AI niche typically ranges between $7 and $10 per 1,000 views, making it a highly profitable space, and there are plenty of channels doing really well here. For example, 10x Income managed to grow to 300,000 subscribers with just 55 videos. Another creator, Isaac, reached 134,000 subscribers with only 5 videos. Then there's How to AI, earning close to $4,000 monthly, and Digital Income Project, which makes over $2,000 a month with just 40 videos. These examples show the incredible potential of this niche. If you're looking to start your own AI-focused channel, there's a clear path to success by creating engaging content that taps into these booming trends. With some creativity and consistency, this niche can be a game changer. And now, let's move on to the final niche, and this one's a real surprise. Drumroll, please. 3D animation? You probably didn't see this one coming, but it's an exciting space that's growing fast. Let's dive in. 3D animation is one of the most exciting faceless niches out there, and it's absolutely taking YouTube by storm. The examples I'm about to share will blow your mind. First, there's Zach D Films, a pioneer in this space. He creates 3D animated videos, mostly shorts, sharing fascinating and sometimes bizarre facts. Right now, he's dominating this niche, pulling in a jaw-dropping 2.6 billion views per month. That's billion with a B. His estimated earnings are somewhere between $20,000 and $80,000 per month, all from short-form content. Another standout example is The Outliners, a channel that launched in November 2023. They've already amassed over 655,000 subscribers with just 95 shorts. They get around 11 million views monthly, and even with conservative estimates, they're earning between $10,000 and $15,000 every single month. That's a clear indication of how lucrative this niche can be. While most of the success in this niche has been in short-form content, there's huge potential in long-form videos as well. However, creating 3D animations comes with its challenges. Traditionally, it involves learning animation techniques yourself, which can take a lot of time, or hiring animators, which can be expensive. It's not the easiest niche to break into, but traditionally, creating 3D animations was incredibly time-consuming and costly. You either had to learn the skills yourself, which could take months or years, or hire an animator, which isn't cheap. Because of that, I would have rated the ease of video creation for this niche at a low 2 out of 10 in the past. But things are changing fast. Thanks to AI, creating 3D animated content has become so much more accessible. There are tools now that allow you to produce full-fledged animated videos on just about any topic, including various styles of 3D animation. For example, you could dive into fascinating historical facts. Imagine telling a crazy story about Emperor Caligula making his horse a senator, or Emperor Nero throwing over-the-top parties. Generative AI tools make it possible to create compelling animations for these kinds of topics much faster and at a fraction of the cost. While creating 3D animations can still take some effort, it's nowhere near as overwhelming as it used to be. With AI tools, the ease of video creation jumps to about a 6 out of 10, while the earning potential remains a strong 9 out of 10. That brings the overall score for this niche to a solid 7.5 out of 10. We've covered a lot about niches and their potential for 2025, but now the big question is, how do you decide which niche is right for you? Let's explore that. When it comes to choosing the right niche for your channel, it's important to start by assessing your core goal. Is your main focus to grow on YouTube, to make money, or maybe a mix of both? Whatever your goal is, it's essential to combine it with something you're genuinely passionate about creating. Even if your primary objective is to earn revenue, you need to choose a niche that excites you. Why? Because YouTube is a marathon, not a sprint. Building a successful faceless channel takes time, and sustaining the momentum to create consistent content is only possible if you enjoy the process. Don't just chase high RPMs alone. It won't work if you burn out along the way. Once you've settled on a niche, you have two paths forward. You can either spend months or even years experimenting to find what works, or you can take the shortcut by learning from others' strategies and experiences. The key is to find a balance between passion and profitability that aligns with your goals. Whatever niche you choose, remember that success on YouTube takes time and persistence. Stick with it, and I'll see you again soon in the next video, where we'll dive into actionable strategies to help you crush it in 2025. See you there.